Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is video 2 of the Aoudad Bow Setup, Matthews V3 at 70 pounds, 29 inches with a Black Eagle X Impact, an iron wheel 125. What's up? We're back at video 2. We've been setting these bad boys up, the iron wheel 125 solids. For this particular hunt, I'm shooting an Black Eagle X Impact, and you can see I've scratched all that up. I accidentally glued my field point in. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot down. We're here in the tuning room, and I'm gonna shoot down at 20 yards. I'm gonna compare a broadhead to a field point, and we also already bare shaft tuned, so we did a 20-yard tune on that. Everything else from this video, or the third video, is actually gonna come from outdoors. It's just crazy here in Texas, and I'm not gonna go out and shoot in -8-degree weather. I am not that crazy. So let's do this first. We're gonna go with our broadhead first, and then we're gonna shoot the follow-up with the field point. One thing I do, just to be clear, is I'm trying to get that on there where you can see it's lined up with that vein down here on the end. So that is one thing I try to do. So again, we bare shaft tuned. I have not broadhead tuned, but what I'm gonna do right now is shoot the broadhead first. For anybody at home doing that, the reason you do that is because if your broadhead tune is on and you shoot your broadhead last, it blows up your arrow. So pay attention to that. So that was our broadhead. Left and right's dead on to where we were aiming for. So now we're gonna go ahead and come back on here and do the field point. Again, these are 125s. Pretty close. We're a little bit to the right. I'm going to reshoot those, and then I'll be right back. You'll see the second shot just to make sure it's not me, because I just punched my trigger. All right, so we're back at it. Made an adjustment, moved that rest. We're going to go with a maybe broadhead first. Now again, and one thing you want to make sure when you're broadhead tuning, make sure your alignment. Go back and check your broadhead after you pull it out of the target, and make sure it's aligned correctly, so that you, because it will change the flight of the arrow. So I'm back where I had set everything up. And we're going round 2. Now we're going with our field point. So we can see that at 20 yards, about 2 fingers apart, that's the first shot. I'm gonna reshoot them again to see how the broadhead tune comes up with me shooting it by hand. So that's too far apart if it's not, wasn't just me messing up the shot. And we want these right on top of each other. So let's go back for round 2. And then if that's off, we're gonna go ahead and make adjustments. So my broadhead is consistently hitting higher. So I normally would do this with a knocking point, but I don't feel like taking my knocking points off. I can always change this back here to do that broadhead tune, but I'm gonna go ahead and just make a slight adjustment with the rest, if possible. My rest looks like it's all the way down. So made that adjustment. Go back now with the broadhead, and let's see where it winds up hitting. And I've got some human error in here too. I don't know how that happened. I just shot even higher than I had been. Let's try this now. We're back at it now. We've got field point going first. Oh, I'm lying to you. Broadhead going first. And we know that we were a little bit to the right on that last one, a little bit low. So if there is something off there, we'll make an adjustment. Move our cams over. Broadhead first. So now we got a broadhead group and field point group. You can see it hit the arrow and then we came in there. So we've got broadhead field point group at 20. The next part of this is we'll be shooting outside. So this is video 2. Make sure you're checking out video 3.